Number 54, simplify the expression, and we have the square root of 3 times the quantity 2 times the square root of 3 minus square root of 21. All right, so we're going to distribute what's here on the outside into our binomial here. Remember, we can do free number to free number, radical to radical, meaning we can do a coefficient of a radical to the coefficient of a radical, and then the square root times the square root. So we have radical 3 times 2 radical 3. Well, the free number here is 2, and there is no number, no coefficient outside, other than 1, of course. So that means that 2 is just going to come down. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 is square root of 9, minus, well, here we just have a radical times a radical. There are no coefficients here, so we can just go ahead and do radical times radical. We end up with 3 times 21 is radical 63. And now let's go ahead and simplify this. Let's see if we can break this into good stuff, bad stuff. Well, 2 times radical 9, hopefully you recognize radical 9 as being a perfect square. So this is really 2 times 3 minus, and now we can try to break down radical 63 into good stuff, bad stuff. We know 63 is not a perfect square, so we have to look for the largest perfect square that's inside 63 that we can multiply by some other number. And I think that'll be 9 and 7, right? 9 is a perfect square, 7 is not. So when we simplify again, we have 2 times 3, which is 6, minus, we know the square root of 9 is 3. We rewrite our bad stuff, so radical 7. And so in this case, for number 54, we end up with 6 minus 3 square root 7.